Massive news in the aviation world today as Scandinavian Airlines system, better known as SAS, dropped a huge announcement leaving airline loyalists and enthusiasts alike absolutely dumbfounded. The carrier announced its sudden departure from the Star Alliance amid a major shift in its organizational structure. In today's video, we're going to discuss what the move entails and why it's such a big deal. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope you'll enjoy. Before getting into the news, it would probably be helpful to explain what an airline alliance even is. Basically, in today's world, there are three major alliances: Oneworld, SkyTeam, and Star Alliance. These alliances are all made up of various airlines from all over the world. Such alliances exist as a partnership between their members, allowing airlines in the same alliance to share resources, expand routes, and overall make international travel more seamless for passengers. Alliances are especially helpful for airlines that don't fly to certain places. To illustrate this concept, I'm going to bring in an example that maybe you saw coming. American Airlines, a member of the Oneworld Alliance, does not fly to Pakistan, but fellow Oneworld member Qatar Airways has a huge weekly schedule into the country. Because of this partnership within the alliance, American can sell tickets to Pakistani cities even though they don't fly there. Part of those itineraries will be operated by American, while onward flights will be on Qatar Airways. With airline alliances, passengers who have loyalty programs with one airline can also earn points when flying with a partner airline. So if you're a member of Qatar Airways Privilege Club, you can earn points when you fly American as long as you provide your account number. So that was a brief rundown of airline alliances. If I missed anything, please be sure to let me know. When the Star Alliance was founded in 1997, SAS played a key role in its establishment. Together with United, Lufthansa, Air Canada, and Thai Airways, the carriers have continuously contributed to Star Alliance's growth, now making it the largest airline alliance in the world. SAS's membership in Star Alliance gave it particularly close partnership ties with United Airlines. As such, most of SAS's destinations in the US are major United hubs, including Newark, Washington Dulles, Chicago O'Hare, and San Francisco. The Star Alliance membership allowed SAS flights to be marketed by partner carriers. For instance, if you wanted to book a flight from Chicago to Stockholm, you could book it through United's website. The flight would show up as operated by Scandinavian Airlines, though, as SAS is the only airline operating this route. Now that SAS has announced its imminent departure from Star Alliance, the ability to book its flights through its Star Alliance partners will no longer be possible. This news is also quite unprecedented, as Star Alliance isn't just losing any carrier like Turkish Airlines, for example. No offense, by the way. Star Alliance is losing one of its 5 founding members, which is just crazy to think about. However, as we will cover shortly, moving to another alliance could be a much better choice for SAS. Let's take a look at why that is. SAS's next chapter sees it shifting over to another major airline alliance, SkyTeam. This move comes after the Air France-KLM group won a bid to provide exit financing for SAS, helping the carrier emerge from Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. If this deal is approved, Air France-KLM Group will command a 19.99% stake in SAS. The full implementation of this stake will go into effect in the second quarter of 2024. The majority stakeholders in SAS will be American private equity firm Castle Lake with 32% and the Danish government with 26%. So SAS moving over to SkyTeam is kind of a lifesaver for the carrier. It's no secret that the airline has struggled financially for quite a while, even having to downsize its wide-body fleet as a result. But now, with this bid from Air France-KLM Group, among others, SAS will become more financially established. As for when SAS will fully change over to SkyTeam, these details have not been provided, but it's reasonable to assume that we will see such changes after the second quarter of 2024. With such a significant stake in SAS, Air France-KLM Group will be able to grow its reach in Scandinavia and the Nordic region overall. This will enhance connectivity for Scandinavia and European travelers in general. It also remains to be seen if SAS shifting to SkyTeam means they will launch new services to more SkyTeam hubs, though that seems to be a possibility. If this happens, we could see an instance where, for example, SAS completely ditches Newark and moves its entire New York operation to JFK. For context, Newark is a major Star Alliance hub thanks to United, and JFK is a major SkyTeam hub with Delta. While definitely a possibility, this is also kind of unlikely given how expensive and slot-restricted JFK is. SAS currently has one route from JFK, that being Copenhagen, while all three of its hubs, Copenhagen, Oslo, and Stockholm, are served from Newark. SAS's shifting to SkyTeam could also see it start flights to other Delta hubs to maximize the partnership. This is only speculation, but likely candidates could be Atlanta or Minneapolis. Again, we can't expect such moves to be made anytime soon, at least until the full transition takes place. Scandinavian Airlines announcing its shift to the SkyTeam Alliance is major news for the worldwide aviation community. It really took me by surprise, and as soon as I heard it, I knew I had to make this video. While Star Alliance carriers like United will continue serving SAS hubs like Oslo and Stockholm, the special partnership these carriers once had will no longer be present. But it's going to be interesting to see what Air France-KLM Group will make of their new imminent stake in SAS. Primarily, I'm interested to see how the group will use this position to expand its reach in Scandinavia, whether that be establishing more routes to Scandinavian and Nordic cities, or even establishing their own regional airline based in the region, kind of like what KLM used to do in the UK back in the day. But overall, the most important thing will be seeing how SAS will use its new spot in SkyTeam to expand its reach even more across the globe. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you found this news just as exciting and surprising as I did. Let me know what you think of SAS's future plans, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button so YouTube can promote this content more, and subscribe for more awesome videos coming out soon. But with that being said, take care everyone, and I will see you all next time.